Welcome back to Catalina, our enchanted island, home to many of us and a beloved destination for the rest of us. Where else can we find nature so lovingly protected and preserved? Where else can we so completely enjoy the crystal clear waters of our ocean, sailing and swimming on its surface, diving and snorkeling underneath it, flying and parasailing above it? And where else can we have so many extraordinary adventures? Hiking and backpacking and cycling on hundreds and hundreds of miles of trails. And yet when we choose, slip back into the charm of Avalon with world-class dining and sipping and entertainment. There's no place quite like Catalina. But we also know it's possible because we have all the things that make it possible. We have a thriving town. We have a representative town council. We have transportation that's reliable to and from the island and on the island. We have a K-12 school. We have a fire rescue department. We have a sheriff's department that protects us. We have a multitude of shops and artisans. We have a conservancy. We have a museum. And just as important as all of those, we have a rural critical access hospital that cares for all of us. But we have a problem, and it's a big one. Some may even call it a crisis. Our small critical access hospital was built in 1960 when we had 1,500 permanent residents and only 250,000 visitors. Now we have over 4,500 permanent residents and 1 million visitors.
The hospital in its current configuration is just plain and simply too small.
Healthcare on Catalina Island is important to this entire community because we are an island.
Something happens to a visitor that comes over, we don't want them to leave this island with a bad experience.
It's tricky. It's very tricky. I was diagnosed with cancer, leukemia, and I had to go live in Long Beach Memorial.
It will be easier if me and my family can do my medical treatments here on the island.
We need to move forward, we need a bigger hospital, and we all need to be taken care of.
The fact that if I was here with my daughter where she grew up, it would have been easier for her. Her last 2 months were crying, pained, and she only wanted to come home. If we would have had all that support, I feel that at least her last days, she would have been home.
Complicating that is in 1994, a new law was passed requiring tough new earthquake standards be met by 2030. Sadly, our hospital is just too old and we cannot meet those standards.
I don't think this island could survive without a hospital. I don't think I would want to live here without a hospital. The hospital is too important to this island.
We wouldn't have tourism, which sustains this economy.
Through the extraordinary generosity of the Catalina Island Company, we have been given land upon which to build a new hospital.
We're privileged to have been able to make that land available for the medical center.
It felt right to join with the community and to donate the land so that we can make things better for all.
Oh, I think a new hospital would be wonderful for people like me and tourists and everybody.
Because we're building a new hospital, we're going to have services and options we've never had and have always wanted.
By having easy access to care, people will get conditions treated before they turn into something.
To make all this happen, we have to raise $20 million.
The community has a responsibility for the success of this medical center.
It's time to step up and do what you can to help this thing happen.
So please join us on this journey with your generosity too. Thank you.
Be a hero and add a zero.